Hi, I'm Brenda Buglione, and welcome to an all-new episode of SnowMotion. This week, we get to know U.S. ski team racer Allie Resnick on a ride up the chairlift and go behind the scenes with the U.S. men's technical ski team in parabolic. We'll also take a trip to grassroots ski areas in the Midwest. And as always, I'll share all new ski and fitness tips along the way. Winter is here, so let's get started.
Since 1976, U.S. ski and snowboarding has relied on the name Steadman to keep its athletes on the slopes, competing and winning against the world's best. Today, that legacy continues as the most innovative minds in sports medicine provide personalized patient care to our nation's best. On the World Cup Tour and beyond, the Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute, treating Team USA and the athlete in all of us.
Corbel, make it gold.
SnowMotion is brought to you by the Steadman Clinic, treating Team USA and the athlete in all of us. And by Gorsuch.
Today's chairlift interview is with U.S. ski team member Allie Resnick. We chat about training, sharing her racing experience with her sister Emma, and balancing ski racing with college coursework. Allie, what are you training today?
Today I'm out here training GS on the tech venue.
Okay, how do you feel?
I'm pretty excited. They just opened it up a few days ago and the snow's really good, which is great.
Okay, so it's great to be here at Copper, but at the same time, you really should be in Europe right now racing.
I should be, yeah.
And I know that you came back to be with your sister Emma, who just got hurt last week here at Copper.
Yeah, she did. She got hurt up on Copperopolis, and it's extra hard because she is coming back from an ACL injury, so it's back-to-back injuries for her, and she's my favorite person to ski with. But we've actually only had one season together in FIS. I was injured, then Emma was on the U.S. ski team. We had 1 year together, and then Emma was injured last year, and obviously now she's out again for another season. But that 1 year together was amazing, and it was so special. So it's definitely very hard, but I'm feeling lucky that I can be out here and stick with both of us.
Yeah, you will. And I know that she's going to come back strong, and you guys are going to rise together.
I hope so. That would be great.
Okay, Allie, tell us about any of your sponsors that you want to talk about.
So my head sponsor this year is Inspirato.
Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
There
let's
they
see
are.
that.
Can you see it?
Well, wow, do you
Yeah.
get to travel around the world and stay in beautiful places?
That would be great, yeah, but they're a travel subscription company and they
Yeah.
have great places all around the world, so I'm super lucky to be representing Inspirato this year.
Yes.
Obviously Fisher's,
Yeah.
my skis, best skis, highly recommend them. And Leaky, great
Yeah.
poles, love the fact that I don't have any pole straps.
Oh, yeah.
It is a game changer. And then Level Gloves, super warm. I struggle, my hands are always cold, so Level Gloves are great.
Okay. What's your favorite part about being a ski racer? And that's a tough one.
I love how I've been able to see the world through sport. Super special.
Yeah, it's just, I know there's a lot of hard things about it, traveling and distance in between the races and wanting to do well, but you just, it seems like you're always having fun. And
We try our best. I mean, it's not all fun all the time, but we're trying, so.
well, just watching you on the U.S. team with all the girls, I think you really bring a lot of spunk and fun to the team.
Thanks, Brenda.
everyone's serious and wants to do well and is competitive, but I feel like you've created this friendship amongst everyone and so much spirit and added a whole nother dimension to the whole women's team.
Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, it's super special. I love traveling with everyone. I mean, the girls are some of my closest friends. That was definitely an advantage when Emma was with me because I had family as a roommate, which was awesome. But yeah, these girls, I mean, I'm lucky enough to go to school with a lot of them too. So I'm really with them 24/7. I do spend more time with them than with my family. So it's really special and we get to make lifelong memories together outside of skiing too, which is great.
Cool. And another thing about Allie is that she is a student at Dartmouth College and on the World Cup. And I know it's a lot to juggle, race at a high level and be at school.
So it's definitely hard to balance it all, but the quarter system is super helpful. I'm able to attend spring term and this year's summer term. And for my freshman fall, I was on last year. So I'm slowly chipping away. And my friends call it the 12-year program. It's not quite 12 years, but it's not 4, so I'm very lucky.
Okay, now what about your goals this winter?
Well, with Emma's injury, it's kind of hard to focus on long term. I'm trying to get some confidence back in the short term. So I'm heading to Killington very soon, and that's always a super fun race in front of a US crowd, and so it's always super special. The whole family's going to be there. So short term is to get some confidence back and hopefully give it my best in Killington, and we'll see where the rest of the season goes.
All right. Well, I always get yelled at because I talk to the end of the lift, so we have to say goodbye, but we're going to be cheering for you here at SnowMotion.
Thank you, Brenda.
You got it. You're going to kill it. And as they say, send it, Allie.
Oh, thanks. I'll try. Bye.
Coming up, I'll show you how to avoid common mistakes when it comes to your arm position. Later, Tommy Ford and River Radamus give us an insider's look at what it's like training with the U.S. ski team. Don't go anywhere.
We see athletes as the ones that set goals in the recovery of a life-altering injury, the individuals that redefine the magic of getting back up, those that reframe their own recoveries to not be identified by their disability, but by what they will find next as their new ability to succeed. We are High Fives, the safety net of the outdoor sports community.
We don't just repair injuries, we look within to harness the body's own power to heal and decipher the delicate balance of tendon, cartilage, and bone. Developing new treatments so you recover faster. The Steadman Clinic and Steadman Philippon Research Institute. The future of orthopedic medicine is here.
For all my latest ski tips and chairlift interviews, subscribe to SnowMotion on YouTube and follow me on Instagram at Brenda Buglione 1 and on Facebook at Brenda Buglione. It's pretty amazing how much your arm position affects your turns. To carve a good turn, you want weight over your edges, especially your downhill ski. Ankle, knee, hip into the hill, upper body down the hill. If I move my arms all over, it will directly affect the pressure on my edges. So the position you want to be in is your hands in front, relaxed and forward. A lot of skiers will plant the pole and drop their hand and it will be next to their thigh. That takes pressure off your downhill ski because it takes you out of that angulated position. It rotates your body and releases the pressure on your downhill ski. If I tip my body and lift my arm, I lose pressure on my downhill ski again. In the last position, if you hold your hands tight and your arms bent in front of you, it puts me on my heels and out of the athletic position. You want your hands relaxing in front, and you just want to keep them here the whole time. You just plant the pole, bring it back. Plant the pole, bring it back to that relaxed position out in front. Teton Gravity Research and Indy Pass bring us the short film In Pursuit of Soul 2. This film celebrates the independent spirit of mom and pop skiers across the Midwest. Check out the full film, out now at tetongravity.com.
What I'm doing is I'm putting the wax on one edge, and then as I melt it, I will draw it into the middle. One of the mantras about scraping the wax is if the wax is thin, you win. If the wax is thick, you stick. In 1979, I started working here, and I've enjoyed it so much that I'm still here. I work here because it keeps me in a younger spirit. I've been skiing since 1980. Skiing is like flying with your feet still on the ground. It's an experience that unless you do it, you don't understand it. I feel that it keeps me alive.
It doesn't matter, you know, what size hill you're on or how fast the lift goes. You know, skiing is skiing, it's the same everywhere you go.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I woke up a couple mornings back in '75 and to the sound of chainsaws running, and after a couple of days, curiosity got me, so I had to go up there and see what's going on. And I go up there, and a couple of my buddies cutting trees down, and I said, well, what's going on here? You know, you can't be cutting here. It's County Park. He said, no, there's a developer from Chicago that's gonna build a ski hill here. And he's looking for help. All he needs is a chainsaw, and I can get you a job. So I started cutting trees in 1975.
Midwest skiers they just love it. You know, they just love to get out there. We're small little hills out here, but man, you got some passionate skiers and riders across the Midwest.
Our yo-yo's a little shorter. We go up and down a little bit faster, but you're learning the exact same thing. And everyone that comes here, whether it's our employees or our customers, this is their home hill, and this is where they feel home.
You know, it's a mom and pop shop. I own this place. I plow the parking lot, I tend bar, I cook in the kitchen. You know, I do what I need to do to make sure this place keeps going. The first time I ever came to Tyrol, I decided to buy Tyrol.
I think it's super special. We were one of the first resorts in the country, and it was guys from the 10th Mountain Division who came back here. And then I think it was 1937 that the ski hill opened.
Cabernet was founded as a winter sports area in 1938. In the early 50s, it became a ski area. They started putting in rope tows and I think even T-bars.
We have more ski resorts in Wisconsin than they do in Colorado, you know, so that's impressive numbers. You know, Michigan's the same way. You know, so there's just a lot of this great culture of Midwest skiing.
People keep coming back because it's fun. Where else can you come out? Nobody's keeping score. You're there with your family. You're riding it with your kid. You get that time on the chairlift with him. It's just magical, and it's fun, and it's an experience, and it's a positive experience, and they want more of it, and they continue to come back and recreate with the people that they love.
It's one of those places where you come in and you feel at home.
We are the resort that your family can plug a crock pot in, recreate all winter long, and have a good experience.
We are the foundation of skiing. Here, this is where I learned how to ski. This is where a lot of great skiers learn how to ski.
We had 6 or 7 Olympians coming out from here. That's the Midwest.
Well, the best women's skier in the world comes from the Midwest, Lindsey Vonn.
You take what you got. I mean, golly, you grow up skiing in the Midwest, you can ski anywhere.
The people who are at the heart of running this ski resort definitely are a family. If you have a family of people running a ski resort, it feeds off of your guests.
Skiing changed my life so much, and it's changed so many people's lives. And that's our motto for our ski hills, is we have the ability to change people's lives with skiing and snowboarding.
I think the sport is still as popular as ever. People certainly love to get out and experience winter, and I think the future is bright.
We care a lot about what we do, and we put our heart and soul into every business that we run.
Independent resorts have their own soul, their own character, and that really is what people are buying. They come in for the experience, and you know when you're at an independent resort, it just feels different.
You can't find a parking place out here, especially on Saturdays and Sundays.
I mean, it changed my life at the age 18. I just knew that whatever I did for the rest of my life had to involve skiing. It's in your blood. You can't avoid it.
Skiing's skiing, and it doesn't matter, you know, what size hill you're on or how fast the lift goes. You know, skiing is skiing. It's the same everywhere you go. I think Midwest skiing is strong, and I think it's only gaining momentum.
I think that the future of Midwest skiing has never been brighter.
What we've done at Surefoot is really changed the way that you get ski boots.
The sun shines bright.
This boot is made for your foot. The difference is amazing. You'll ski better. They're better fitting, better skiing than anything you've ever experienced.
I woke up feeling great. Today was made for me. And life is good the way it should, the way.
If we want to protect the places we love, we must vote. America is a nation of many nations, many histories, many experiences. But despite our different paths, we all converged here. You see, our common ground is the land itself, our playgrounds, and places we love. Now we must protect them from the effects of climate change. If you love the land, make a plan to vote this November.
Dream job? Oh God. Marine biologist. A food critic.
I already started a coffee roasting business, Pacific Crest Coffee Company. And our first location's doing really well, and we're opening up a second location now in Truckee. Outside of ski racing, definitely dream job, heli ski guide.
Lifty at Cochrane Ski Area.
SnowMotion is brought to you by Surefoot. Better fitting, better skiing. And by Oakley.
Welcome back to SnowMotion. For this week's fitness tip, I learned how a quick exercise using fitness bands wakes up your glutes and gets you ready for the slopes.
I'm with Chris Neural, athletic trainer and strength and conditioning specialist. Chris, explain these bands.
All right, so Brenda's got on a couple different mini bands here. The red one is a little bit heavier, the yellow one's a little bit lighter. And this is part of a warm-up that I do with every single one of my athletes, but especially skiers, right? We're gonna activate and wake up these glutes. Okay. Right, when we sit all day, they turn off. If you're sitting in the car, sitting in class, sitting on the couch, those things turn off, right? So we wanna wake those up to prepare you for exercise. So you're gonna go down into a little mini squat and start off with 10 steps to the left and then 10 steps to the right. For sake of space here, we're only gonna do about 5 each way and then take it back. And you're gonna feel that across the top of your rear end. It's gonna burn pretty good, right? We don't need to go with a super heavy band. We're just trying to activate here. We're not trying to just lock those things up. All right, so now we're gonna go into what I call Saturday Night Fever.
Okay.
Right? So we're here, you're gonna dive your knees in and then take them back out. Feet stay flat on the ground, and you're gonna give me 10 of these. Call it Saturday Night Fever, because if you throw that arm in there we go. Little Travolta. All right, so now we're gonna transition to Elvis. So now you're gonna plant that left leg where it is, and you're just gonna move that right leg. Internally and externally rotate that right hip. Very good. We do 10 on this side, and then we're gonna knock out 10 on the other side. Rotating that hip, and you should be feeling a burn up here.
I feel like those are good.
Right?
Those are really good.
Doesn't take much time. It gets you ready for either your training in the gym or to go out onto the mountain, whether it's just for a fun day or to compete.
Okay. So if it's not warmed up, what happens?
If it's not warmed up, you're gonna become more quad dominant. These just aren't gonna turn on, right?
Okay.
So you're gonna put all the force that you're absorbing while skiing into your quad and then into your knees. So you're just gonna lose a little bit of control there.
So we want to recruit the glutes, get them warmed up so that they're there when we need them.
You got it.
Okay, we have to do those before we go out. Before we do anything athletic, I really feel it engaging my glutes. I mean, they're just burning.
And those things are only like $2 on Amazon.
That's a good one. Thanks, Chris. A new web series from Tommy Ford and River Radames called Parabolic chronicles the World Cup season through the eyes of the U.S. men's tech team. Subscribe to Parabolic on YouTube and follow all episodes when they drop. Here's the first one called Time.
To me, it always has seemed like you just don't care about the timing at all. You know?
Oh, I care. Let's say that's the problem.
The harder I tried, the slower I got, I felt like.
Do you look at times every run?
Yes, I do.
Does it help?
No, it doesn't.
Why?
Ah, time. In ski racing, time is the objective ruler. Each run is measured in minutes, seconds, tenths, and hundredths, a counting of days, weeks, months, and years. The men's tech team of the United States has a peculiar relationship with time, shown here in their final days of preparation for the 2023 World Cup season. Our group of athletes consists of Tommy Ford, River Radames, Isaiah Nelson, Bridger Guile, and coach Ian Garner. After an early morning start, the fellas kick back and make some pancakes. Youngsters Bridger and Isaiah entertain the veteran.
You could also feel good and be good, and you could also feel bad and be bad.
Ian and Tommy watch some vid, discussing details and theorizing all the while. One theory, too much vid. Then it's off to the gym to mend and build. Lots of love for injuries. Pear is the brains behind the brawn. Tommy gives his best impression of a clock, and Bridger is having the time of his life. The technicians live by their own clock. Tina and River, Daniel and Tommy. Worlds combined. The thing about time is that it seems black and white. You win or you lose. But the experience of time is subjective. It is slow and it's fast. Can't be one without the other. Just like ski racing.
the best feeling, you know, when everything's figured out and it all just slows down. That's where you always want to be, but right now everything's coming at me way too fast.
That's it for this episode of SnowMotion. Thanks for joining us, and tune in next time for more winter sports action. Until then, I'm Brenda Buglione, and we'll see you on the slopes.